What is going on, YouTube? WeskerGriff coming back with a mail day recap video. Got a lot of mail to go through, guys. Some really amazing cards to share with you. One card in particular, a little spoiler alert in the background, is a Topps Dynasty card. So really happy to finally show off one of those cards and add one of those cards to my collection. Also got a couple spring training returns, 4 total returns, 1 RTS, and 3 successes. And also got a care package from Rob the Vlog, as you can see in the background. So a lot of great stuff, and going to get to it right now. The first one here, as I mentioned, was a RTS. It is coming back from Stephen Vogt of the Oakland Athletics, and as you can see, I had the wrong address. That's their old spring training complex. Apparently the Oakland A's moved to Mesa, Arizona this year, which I didn't know, so it was 4-time expired, and it came back to me. I already resent out the new request for Stephen Vogt, but I sent to another Oakland A. I sent to Marcus Semien, so I'm assuming that one's going to come back eventually as well as an RTS, since this one wasn't forwarded. So that kind of sucked. That was my mistake. I didn't bother to see if the address was updated, so I kind of screwed up there, shot myself in the foot, but no big deal. It came back, so I resent it out, and there's still plenty of time to get spring training requests, so there's that. Okay, so on to the successes. I'm going to start with the first one here. It's coming out of Orlando, Florida, and this is it's not technically a spring training return, but I kind of consider it because it's coming from Orlando, Florida, and like I said, it's coming from a current player, but it's coming back from Pat Neshek. And I sent this to him in October, and I found these cards and I just wanted to get them signed because I know Pat's a great signer and he's also a fellow collector. And I sent him a couple signed cards that I had because he collects as well. So I sent him a couple of my extras that I got of various players. I forget who I sent. I think I sent like Jay Johnstone and a couple other players. But anyway, he signed 2 of 2 for me. And that took a while. That took like 90 days. I was just talking to Mike O about how I was waiting on a return from him, and I talked it up. It came in, so that was pretty cool. Now on to the legit spring training returns. The first one here, Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, coming in at under 20 days. Mr. Tyler Wilson. So really happy about this one. Nice Orioles return for my collection. And I'm really curious to see what Tyler Wilson's role on the Orioles is going to be, because they're starting pitching. If you've been following my videos, I was talking about that. Their starting pitching is really a question mark this year. So I'm really curious to see how he fits with the team. So really happy about that return for my Orioles collection. And then next was a player that had a good sign-in history but hasn't signed recently in the last couple years. Wanted to give him a try since he's on a new team, but it's coming out of Orlando, Florida as well. It's coming back from former Philly, now current Washington National, Ben Revere. So he signed this card in black Sharpie, came out really nice. So Ben hasn't been signing, I would say in the last like 2 to 3 years he hasn't been signing. He signed the first year he was on the Phillies, and then after that it went to the typical Phillies preprints. So I wanted to try him now that he was on a new team. And lo and behold, he's signing. So really happy about that. That took under 20 days as well. So you still have plenty of time to get those requests out to Tyler Wilson and Ben Revere if you're watching this video on Monday or Tuesday. So there's that. And next I'm going to show my pickups that I picked up. This first one here is out of 2014 Topps Heritage. Got this for a great price off eBay. Couldn't pass it up. It's a nice on-card autograph of former Oriole Dave Vineyard. Really love the Topps Heritage design there. And you have the top certified autograph issue, signed nice in blue. So picked this up for real cheap. And love picking up the old timers. So really happy about that. Nice ad for my Orioles collection. And then next is a card that I've been talking about with people on the Facebook group. This card has an incredible story behind it now, because this card went through hell and back to get to me. But it's out of 2015-2016 Trilogy Hockey. It's one of those ice autographs of Jake Voracek. And you can see the finger in the background, like as Ricky would say. But there's the autograph. This card has a really long story. I'm just going to give you guys the short version. I ordered this card off eBay, and it took a month and a week to get to me. And I had to open a case. I opened a case against the seller. He never responded. Ignored my messages, ignored eBay's messages, and on the final day, to escalate the case to customer service, the package arrived. So I was happy. I finally got the card. So happy about that. And that's the short version of that story, so I don't want to go into the long version. Next, I'm going to show my mega pickup from Topps Dynasty. Really wanted one of these cards, so I just sucked it up and I pulled the trigger, and I got this card for a fraction of what it cost to actually bust this product. And I have a whole new understanding of, like, Topps Dynasty is one of the highest end products out there, and whenever Ricky, or I know James did a couple boxes, whenever those guys open a box of this stuff, I really I have to watch the video immediately to see what they get, because it's such a huge gamble to open a box of this stuff, because I think it's $300 a box, and you only get one card. And the seller that I bought this card off of, he must have busted a case, because he was selling close to like 11 to 12 cards, and I don't think any of them sold for what the box sells for. So you're taking such a huge gamble opening this stuff, because, as Ricky say, the ROI for a lot of these guys isn't there compared to the price point of the product. But anyway, I picked up this card for not even a fraction of what the box sells for, and it is a Topps Dynasty numbered 9 out of 10 autograph of Cole Hamels. Beautiful card. I mean, the product, the actual card itself is beautiful. I love the white design way more than the darker design from the previous year. It just looks so nice. The patch looks cool. Really like that. Love the encapsulated. I love the white background, and I really like that every card has a different picture. So that's pretty cool. So a really nice card. Really nice autograph. And there's the back of it. So really cool. The seller included the box as well, and so that was really nice. So really happy about that. Huge addition for my Phillies PC, and I just really wanted one of these cards, because I'm too scared, frankly, to just buy a box of this stuff, because I don't want to take the risk. I'd rather just buy the singles, and that's just how I collect, and I really wanted one of these cards. So like I said, I pulled the trigger and picked it up. So there's that. And last, I got a package from my good buddy Rob the Vlog. He put, "Ed, I hope you enjoy. So hard to find Phillies cards in my collection. LOL. Open last. Rob the Vlog." And he sent me 3 little stacks here, so I'm going to go through it. Got some really nice cards here. Got a nice Roy Halladay out of Topps Chrome. A Ben Francisco, a black bordered, as we used to call him, Obi-Wan Francisco. Mike Schmidt, Chasing History. Another Chasing History and Mike Schmidt. We got Cole Hamels here. Cole Hamels. Schmidt, again, nice die cut. Carlos Ruiz, and he's been looking really bad in spring training. Well, this is definitely his last year on the Phillies. Jim Thome, Chasing History. Got another Hamels out of Chrome. Roy Halladay, Diamond Stars, very nice card. Brad Lidge, one of those Topps Attack cards. Phillies would not have won the World Series in 2008 without Brad Lidge. Steve Bedrosian, believe he won a Cy Young Award with the Phillies. We got a green Cole Hamels refractor, very cool. We got a Severino Gonzalez, who I don't know if he's going to make the team or not. He got shelled pretty recently. I see him more as a long man. We got a team leaders, Ryan Howard, Cole Hamels, and Jimmy Rollins. We got a Pat Combs 90 rookie. Jimmy Rollins, who, can you believe he took a minor league deal with the White Sox? It's crazy. Ryan Howard out of Potential X. And another Ryan Howard who is looking very bad in spring training. This is going to be his last year too with the Phillies. I really hope they just do a straight platoon with Ruff and Howard. I would be really disappointed if Pete Mackanin doesn't do that. Cole Hamels, orange border. Jimmy Rollins out of StarQuest, very nice. Chase Utley, most vilified man in all sports, out of Diamond Stars. Ryan Howard, very cool. One of those 3D cards. We got a Chase Utley out of Icons. Another Chase Utley. Steve Carlton, very cool. Downtown Dominic Brown, the guy who was ranked over Mike Trout. He'll be telling his grandkids that for whenever. Ryan Matson. That just goes to show you what scouting. They had Dominic Brown ranked over Mike Trout. Think about that. Think where Mike Trout is and think where Dominic Brown is right now. That is insane. Roy Halladay chasing history. Another StarQuest Jimmy Rollins. First home run Mike Schmidt. The Phillies probably would have won the World Series in 2009 it was. 2009 they definitely would have won the World Series because the Blue Jays wanted Dominic Brown straight up for Dominic Brown, and Ruben Amaro didn't do it. He got Cliff Lee instead, which worked out for the Phillies because Cliff Lee was great. But if they would have got Cliff Lee for the package of prospects that they got rid of and got Roy Halladay for Dominic Brown straight up, dude, they definitely would have won because if you remember, the offense was not the problem for the Phillies in that 2009 World Series. It was their pitching and their bullpen. The only good pitcher, I mean, Cole Hamels was really bad in that World Series, and we had old man Pedro out there. Pedro Martinez. So that was crazy. Darren Ruff, rookie card. I don't know. Do you agree with me, guys? Do you think that the Phillies would have beat the Yankees that year if they had Roy Halladay and Cliff Lee? I think they would have. Open last. Vance Worley, the Vanimal, who is on the Orioles now, and he's probably going to be like their third or second starter, judging by how bad the pitching is going to be this year. Wes Helms, that's a name right there. Philippe Almont, oh my God, this guy, gold. This is like 2013. I remember Jim Jackson on the pregame show said that he had the best stuff he's ever seen. Yikes. Cliff Lee, who I think is retiring now. Jimmy Rollins. Phillies are paying him $12.5 million this year. Roy Halladay, jersey card, very, very nice. And I've said it many times before, Roy Halladay might not be first ballot, but he is probably eventually going to get in. Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, Cliff Lee All-Star Switches, very cool. Stitches, Switches. There's no W in there. And this really cool custom card that Rob drew up. Really, really cool with the Phillies pig. Rob the Vlog. So Rob, thank you so much, man. I greatly, greatly appreciate YouTube PC right here. And thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate all these cards. Going to get them all in my binders and everything. And guys, I'm going to leave Rob's link down below. Please go check him out. And that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the rambling. I was trying to make things interesting with throwing in my sports opinions. I don't know if you guys care about that or not, but just wanted to throw my 2 cents in to see what you guys think. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. So thanks for watching. Take care and peace.